Boy, it's right near this bridge. It's wonderful.
We have about an hour. What time is it now?
Yes, we have your 2 floors to explore. It's self-guided. Upstairs contains 2 theaters as well as an art gallery. One has several films about eagles.
Radio related. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
So we can walk back to the car.
Put this on my pager edition.
Oh, thanks.
The light angles are downstairs.
Along the journey east, Dowdy befriended Sophia and secreted many of her most valued possessions within his wagon. But most importantly, he reunited Sophia with her beloved husband, Paul Mazzacuttoni, also known as Henry Paul, who during the war had served as a scout for General Sibley.
Consequently, he wasn't welcome back on the Potato reservation or any other reservation in Minnesota. So he was a man without a country. That's part of the reason that they came back to Wisconsin, because she was familiar with the area and they could pose as Germans. Sophia Wabasha.
He just told us in that federal law.
Not even cardinal feathers. Yes. Migratory birds. Yeah.
Well,
never seen this.
because they're migratory birds. It's crazy, isn't
In
it?
just this state, what state are we in?
No, it's federal law.
Oh, it is? What state are we in? We're still in Minnesota?
Turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wisconsin's across the river. That's Wisconsin over there. Wisconsin.
Just double checking, I get confused.
You know.
I'll be down.
As large as they are, they have a surprisingly higher call. That's actually why in Hollywood, when you hear an eagle, yep, they use hawks. That's why our red tail that's in our hair is named Hollywood. She's pretty famous. It's just like how the MGM logo with the tiger, or lion uses a tiger's roll. Same thing. It just sounds better. Travel for. Yep.
Well played, sir. No, well played.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
$10,000? Yes. They're still federally protected, and they still also fall under the Migratory Bird Act. So any native species to North America, all those feathers, technically nobody should be picking up. So that's blue jays, robins, cardinals, any common bird native to our area. Nope. Yeah. We had a great story about picking up an eagle feather. Is our avian care manager's dad was out golfing, says he saw an eagle feather on the ground and called her up and said, "Hey dude, what should I do with this feather so nobody comes and takes it?" And the first thing that she said to him was, "Well, look at you. You're that person that went and picked it up." Likely, especially outside, if you see an eagle feather, don't pick it up. If you do, just throw it back into the woods. It's the best place that it can be. Yeah, big federal penalties against you, because there's still a really big black market for eagle parts out there. Yep. Yeah, there's a great story about a little, just adorable old lady here that she was slowly picking up feathers, popping them in the purse, and one of our staff members said, "Unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask him to empty that because he got about $1 million worth of feathers in their fines." Yeah. Yep.
What were you saying about the birds that are native?
So any bird that falls under the Migratory Bird Act, all of their feathers are also protected. So it's technically illegal to pick up even like a cardinal's feather. Yeah. Only feathers you can really keep are like peacock, chicken. Nobody wants a chicken. Or if you have like a household pet like parakeets and parrots. Yeah. That was a new one for me.
Can you make them talk?
No, the only way that they're really going to be yelling is if they see another wild bald eagle out there. They do that territorial call to yell at them and say, "Don't come around our block. This is all of our care. This is all of our food." And I like to say that they're telling all those wild bald eagles, y'all got to work for it out there.
see you.
Yeah, I see. What Washaka's doing right now is showing you what it's like to be the most relaxed eagle you can be. He's got himself nice and fluffed up in the front, and he's just hanging out.
This one's looking for intruders.
Yeah, I can kind of tell
that
from
what he's
this
doing?
angle that likely she's nice and fluffed in the front, but you can see her head is a little bit slicked back. So yeah, something's got her attention on.
Yeah.
The best part is we don't know how far away that thing might be. That thing could be right here in the Mississippi bluff line. It could be all the way over there on the Wisconsin side of the river.
Wow.
Yeah,
It could
eyesight's so
differentiate
good.
a rabbit passing behind a tree from
Oh
here.
my God.
Yep. That's how powerful eagle vision actually is. If it was
sometimes-
as large as a white-tailed deer, they could see that up to 5 miles away.
And sometimes they look like they're moving their head to get better sort of triangulation on.
Yep. It's all about being able to utilize their neck and all those extra vertebrae that they have because on scale, their eyes are about the same size as ours. If you've been into our classroom, we have a mock replica skull of an eagle skull, really tiny spot to fit such large eyes in. So they need all those extra vertebrae so they can actually get the freedom to see because they can't move their eyeballs like you and me.
Do they see in color too?
Yes, that was one of my first questions because I have no background in avian care or anything with birds. Not only can they see the color spectrum, they can also, their eyes are so powerful that they can differentiate color much better than we can.
Can their sight go into like maybe infrared or something?
So they can see UV light.
Oh
So
my
they can
God.
actually hunt by tracing pea trails that are glowing off the ground.
Amazing.
Yeah, right? That's why for especially like eagles, being able to see UV, power lines are so freaky because they can actually see that electricity and that light
Oh my
coming
God.
off of the power lines. To them, it kind of looks like how those, when you go to like the science museum and they have the globe that you put your fingers on, it looks like that. Just big radiant balls of light. So that's why power lines are so crucial and scary to eagles.
Awesome.
Wow. Man, they're so good.
Yup. Yeah, Columbia's our biggest in the room.
Yeah. I used to have an umbrella cockatoo, which is a big pet,
Yeah, oh yeah.
you know, for a bird.
Yeah.
And yeah, but like just thinking about what I was always afraid it would bite my children's finger and break
Yeah.
its finger.
Oh, my dad had a green parrot when
Yeah.
I was growing up, and yeah, I got bit on the finger. You'd much rather be bit by an eagle's beak than you would even like a cardinal outside. That cardinal's gonna break skin. They're just giving you a nice little friendly. It's the pressure's about comparable to a nice firm handshake. with
Oh,
an
okay.
eagle's beak.
Really?
Those
All that
cockatoos.
power is all in the feet.
Those cockatoos are real temperamental too, aren't they? And they're real demanding.
Yep,
I've seen them
had
on-
one of my friends in a cockatoo
Oh,
growing
yeah.
up.
I see him on
he was,
YouTube.
he was an angry bird.
They are very angry. He made a lot of noise.
Takes a lot of patience.
Chirp again.
Yeah, this time of the year especially, they're a little more vocal because there's a lot more eagles that are traveling. This is the time of the year that juveniles are actually fledging out of nests.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you outside?
What's up?
Are you outside?
So we offer them a chance to get outside in the morning when we're cleaning. And then through our renovations, we're actually going to be getting a lot more proper weathering outside with a lot bigger walls, which will give them a lot more privacy.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
How do you carry them to a different location?
It's all about handler training. And me as an intern, that's one thing that I'm working towards with this internship is to hope to potentially be a handler.
Oh, very
There's
cool.
spots. It's not the amount of time, which there's a lot of time you gotta put into it, but it's all the subtle techniques and trying to mitigate any sort of extra sensory that to you and me might not seem too intimidating, but a lot of things to an eagle can seem pretty scary.
Do they befriend certain?
What do they weigh on average?
So typically females in Minnesota and Wisconsin, they can get up to about 14 pounds max, and males in this area are right around 7 to 8 pounds. Washaka, being from Florida, doesn't need all that extra size, so he only weighs 6 pounds.
And the wingspan is?
Wingspan all depends on the individual. Typically on average, you can find about 6 to 7 feet. Columbia's got a nice 7-foot wingspan, but Washaka being a small male, also from Florida, he's only got a 5.5-foot wingspan.
What is it about being from Florida that?
So because he's from Florida, he doesn't need all that extra mass to regulate his heat in the winter.
Oh, of
So the
course.
farther you get north, the larger
bigger they
creatures are
are.
going to become. So if you go to Alaska, you can find females that can get up to 18 pounds.
Do they befriend humans easily? Do they develop friendships with certain people?
So it's not necessarily friendships, but you can build a relationship with them.
Okay.
And that's through training. And that relationship is they can eventually identify you, oh, we're a source of food.
I see.
It's like Angel sometimes, she knows when it's lunchtime. She sees people that are coming and going back in eating care, she'll hop onto her natural perch and she will beam at us. And she knows, oh, that's a food person.
It's a food person.
Yep. And you can see evidence of their meal from today. That's what all those shredded bits of cardboard and paper towel are. That's what we call enrichment. Because it'd be one thing to just act like a zoo and just be like, here's your chunk of meat, there you go, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. No, we want to provide a nice enriching experience for them. So not only does it keep their talons and their beak healthy, because like our fingernails and our toenails, their beaks and their talons are made out of keratin. They're always growing. So when you put it inside a cardboard, wrap it inside a paper towel, that's allowing them to not only to work for it and get that reward, but it's keeping themselves, by giving themselves their own manicure, basically. Yep. So today, Angela made her a nice cardboard, roll up an old slab of cardboard, you stick the dye right in, roll it up tight, bunch of paper towel. With Shaka, he'll work for it a little bit more. He doesn't need that incentive like Angel does, where she likes it a little bit easier. I put his couple chunks of fish right inside of an egg carton and wrap that sucker
They're speaking to each other.
Shaka being that small male, how much higher of a pitch. I like to compare eagles to like a choir. The males are the soprano section, and the females bring out the altos and the baritones.
Oh.
So there's a whole upstairs just for him.
What's up? So being bald eagles, they obviously love fish. But we got a nice diverse menu because they'll take opportunities to eat easy.
Uh-oh.
That was a squeak.
Good one.
I'll talk about
I caught
the
Shaka.
in a little bit. Everything what Shaka does comes with a sound. They'll take opportunities to eat easy.
Uh-oh.
That was a squeak.
Good one.
I'll talk about
I caught
the
Shaka.
in a little bit. Everything what Shaka does comes with a sound. But fish is totally on the menu, but being carnivorous by nature and taking time to eat like roadkill or gut piles from hunters, we like to provide them with chicken, fish, rabbit, rat, mice, and day-old chicks. So red-tailed hawk, because she has no means of fishing, she doesn't associate anything with fish. On days that she's that we're getting our bald eagles fish, she's getting typically mice and day-old chicks. Yep.
Day-old chick?
Day-old chicks. Literally just a fresh chick. Yep. Still a little. Yep. Still a little gooey on the inside.
I mean, I eat eggs and chicken too, so you know, it's not like it's.
Yep. It's as an intern here, diet prep is a great way to get all the squeamishness out
Oh,
of
I
it.
bet.
Yep.
So, are you going to school for this particular?
Nope. So this is my internship. I'm a recreation and tourism major. So what I like to say that if I were to use my degree, I want to be an interpretive naturalist, which me being here and telling you about eagles is that. That's a naturalist job. But yeah, I have no background in game care whatsoever.
Okay.
But I've learned so much in the past month that I've become really passionate about something that I didn't think I was going to be so passionate about. Yeah, I always thought, you know, eagles are cool, big, powerful creatures and all that, but now knowing, recognizing their behaviors, learning how to work with them, prepping their food, doing husbandry, which is just cleaning around them and all that stuff. Yeah. And then having the support from the staff that we have here, I like to brown those. They're wonderful. They're so supportive and they're very encouraging. So like, normally I'd be kind of a little bit, you know, intimidated by making like a 40-minute presentation for my intern project, but I'm super stoked.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm a big talker. So.
And then are you local to the area or?
So I went to college just down the road in Winona. Yep, Winona State, but I'm from Lake Chief, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for the awesome questions.
Oh.
We're here for another 35 minutes. So if you want to come see the ambassadors again before you leave, feel free to do so.
Yeah.